shot, movie, that's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie, that's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Commanders. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. The first throw, here's Winston. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down. From the gun, Winston. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
3rd and short yardage, Winston. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. There he goes right side. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They go play action. Winston. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Flushed out right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Gibson is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Gibson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And this time he is in. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stick.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a shot.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And this a 39-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 17-0 our score after 1. To throw again on second down. Winston flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jameis to throw it. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Jameis now on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On second down, Kamara. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that stems the tide just a little, but this still a 2-touchdown game.
And I think that maybe that was a bit of a calming drive for this offense, and that's exactly what they needed. They were able to move the ball. They did some good things. It's still the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me and nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make it 17-13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 39 yards. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play. You come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Bridgewater. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They go play action here on 1st down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Bridgewater now. He's got Fuller.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eluding the pressure right.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second down and 5. Now Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Back now at FedEx Field. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Bridgewater. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah. Touchdown, Saints. Will Fuller, 28 yards. And the Saints will add to their fourth quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Kamara try the right side.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
over the middle. He gets it to Gibson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Back to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they